Yeah, I mean, he's probably one of the best leaders we've had in our room, both as a person and as a player. Been more vocal this year, really put his fingerprint on the room, and then allowed us to grow into the best version, allow us to chase the best version of ourselves.
How have you seen him grow in the past 4 years?
A little more vocal. I think that he's been a little more just hands-on with younger guys, and he's always had it in him. He kind of kept himself a little bit, just I think being the leader of the room, one of the leaders of the room, or the leader of the room, has really allowed him to grow out of his shell.
How do you see the younger guys kind of respond to that?
Oh, great! A lot of respect. He articulates it at a great level. So sometimes it's not what you're saying; it's how you're saying it. It allows these guys to apply it, and he's done a great job of that.
Did you recruit him out of high school?
I did.
How was that whole process?
It was great. Very thoughtful. Family's awesome. Rhonda and Henry, both mom and dad, and stepdad Eric and the family. So getting to know them and what they were looking for was the kind of athlete that I was hoping to be able to train and add to the room. It was just the perfect fit from the point we started kicking it off.
How did he first kind of get on your radar?
I actually, he flashed on a social media post, and I noticed he sent me a direct message in my Twitter DMs, and I ended up reading it, looking him up, connecting with him. In a weird way, that was our first interaction.
Nice. And has he opened up to you about playing? He grew up in the Pacific Northwest. He grew up in Big Oregon, playing against the team he grew up rooting for. How have you seen him kind of take that on?
No, I never really talked about it. I mean, he obviously from Steilacoom, Tacoma. I mean, probably makes a lot of sense. Never came off as a UW fan, but no, it really hasn't come up.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate you.
This is the first time we've talked to you in a while here. How have you seen Jeremiah over the course of this season take off in the way he has?
Just growth, from being a young player and then turning into a veteran player, if you will. I think at this point in the season, we really don't have any freshmen or rookies anymore. They're all vets as they continue to progress, and he's doing the same thing.
It sounds like the way you mentioned veteran and in context of everybody, but it seems the way since the beginning, the way he's handled his business and being his maturity, being named an Iron Buckeye as a freshman, he's had that from the beginning, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, he was definitely already probably more mature than an 18-year-old young man typically is. It speaks high levels of how he was raised and how he's operated. He's definitely a man's man and really, expects high things of himself. Self-driven, and he's had that from the moment I got to know him.
The aggressive game plan against Tennessee, coming out, throwing the ball, and then obviously establishing the run too. Just how do you feel it fit what you guys have out wide, and what catalyzed the offense's success against Tennessee? I guess what I'm asking.
I think that we're just always be multifaceted offensively. I think that if you got to be able to run the football to win football games. But we also are really proud of the work we put in at wideout, and so guys love getting opportunities, and when they get opportunities, they try to make the most of them.
With West Virginia, what played out in that process, and can you kind of dive into that a little?
Just focused on the Rose Bowl.
Gotcha. Is head coaching something that interests you in the future? You talked about it before in some contexts. I know you're focused on the Rose Bowl now, but is that something that is on your mind at all?
No. Being a head coach is not really on my mind. I think that year to year, you always have windows where people reach out and want to speak to you about opportunities, and I'm never in a situation where I'm never going to talk to someone or anything about an opportunity, but my focus is I love being at Ohio State. It's well documented, and I see it as such.
And what will be important for your receiver unit entering this Rose Bowl?
Entering what?
The Rose Bowl.
Yeah, for the Rose Bowl, I mean, we have to just be ourselves. I think that we do a good job on the perimeter. Playing physical, being physical, doing our part. Done a good job in the throw game of protecting the football and making plays when given opportunities, and it has to continue. And then obviously, we got to do a great job just taking care of that football and making sure if it's in our hands, it stays in our hands. That's the biggest thing. And guys have a lot of pride in those areas, and got to make sure we're ourselves and do that on, at the Rose Bowl on Wednesday.
Thank you, Coach.